The third most important sphere of the planet is hydrosphere. इसको उर्दू में कुरा आब भी कहते हैं. ज़मीन का इस वक्त 71% of the total area is covered with water, and this water actually in the form of salt water. So these are called the oceans, and there are 7 major oceans of the planet, and the most important is the Pacific Ocean, which is the largest one. The second one is the Atlantic, third one is Indian, the fourth one is the Southern Ocean, and the fifth one is the Arctic Ocean. So these are the 5 major oceans of the world, and this comprises of 71% of the total area of the planet. The hydrosphere includes the ocean, sea, lakes, ponds, rivers, and streams. The hydrosphere covers about 71% of the total surface of the earth, as we have already discussed, and is the home for many plants and animals. So the marine life, the plant life is actually also exist over the surface of the or the floor of the ocean, and this life is very important. There are about 1386 million cubic kilometers of water on this earth. This includes water in liquid and frozen form, groundwater, glacier, ocean, lakes, and streams. So water is not only in the form of ocean water, but it is also in the form of the solid form, which is called the ice, and the other are the ponds, the reservoirs, the rivers, the glaciers. So the glacier is one of the form of the solid part of the water. So we call it the frozen form of water. As we have already discussed, हमने जैसे पहले बताया कि salt water जो है is accounts for 97.5% of the total water of the planet. So is not suitable for drinking. So is a salt water, and approximately 71% of the earth surface पर ये मौजूद है, और covers an area of 361 million square kilometer, and we have already discussed that is in the form of ocean. So this water is salt water. The fresh water accounts for only 2.5% of the total. Now this 2.5% is suitable for drinking, and in 2.5%, about 69% is in the form of ice and permafrost. So ice, which is belongs to the higher altitude or higher latitudes. This permafrost is also closer to the higher latitudinal areas, so where the temperature is closer to the 0 degrees Celsius. So this type of environment is also covering the drinkable water. Snow covers in the Arctic, the Antarctic, and in the mountainous regions of the different part of the continent. So in Pakistan, we have we are very important. We are belongs to the very important area. So Pakistan is among the luckiest country of the world where we have the frozen form of water. So this is in the form of glaciers. So here we have about 30 to 40% of the total valley glacier of the world, and this area, which is to the north of Pakistan, is called the water towers or mountainous areas which are covered with ice. So this gives us the energy or gives us the resource, one of the very important resource, which is water. The 30% exists as fresh groundwater. So in 30%, we have 0.3% of the total amount of fresh water is easily accessible, and it is found in lakes, reservoir, and river systems. So you can see here the 0.3% of the total water is in the form of rivers, the reservoirs or lakes or ponds. So here so one of the very important area of the world is Pakistan, where the major rivers are there. So these rivers are actually the life of the country. So it gives us the fresh water. So here you can see the most of the water is in the form of salt water, and other is in the form of fresh water, which is 2.5% of the total. And in this 2.5%, the major comprises of the 68.9%, which is in the form of glaciers or in the form of ice. And the next one is the groundwater, which is about 30.8% of the total fresh water. So this groundwater is also a very important resource, water resource of the world, and the remaining 0.3% is in the form of lakes and rivers. So these also provides the fresh water to the area. Now, second most important study of the planet hydrosphere is the configuration of the seafloor. Now, this also composed of the continental shelf, which has gradual slope. Then it has the continental slope, which has a steeper slope among all, and the area which is composed of the ridges are called the oceanic rises. So these are actually the mountain which exist over the floor of the ocean, and some are actually areas which are the depths of the ocean, which is called the oceanic depths or trenches. So we can see here the floor of the ocean is also comprises of certain type of landforms, which are the configuration of the different oceanic floors. The third most important study in hydrosphere is the sea surface temperature or the sea surface environment. The most of the area which is closer to the equator has higher temperatures because it receives maximum rays from the sun. So that's why this water has higher temperature as compared to the area which is far from the equator. The average salinity of the Earth's ocean is about 35 gram of salt per kilogram of seawater. So this is 3.5% of the total.